I'm chill. I'm chillax. Okay? I took a chillaxin. Well, Essentia, you have a headache? No. No. Get rid of your headache. Well, you know what? I suppose it's time for a different type of suppository. Let's get... It's Sunday. It's Sunday, everybody. Who's gonna be the GM? Yeah, you're stuck with me. Welcome, y'all. Oh, Harvest, good to see ya. But, you know, as is a theme with me a lot of the times, I go with things that, like, I've always wanted to give or have given away a long time ago. And this is definitely one of those games that came from earlier tournaments. We haven't seen it in quite a while, though. Everybody get prepared for the wonderful game Silver Surfer for the NES. That's right, we're going to be surfing through the galaxy, battling various enemies, and just, you know, trying to kill them. Yeah, as it turns out, everybody who is playing today, they've seen it, but they haven't played it. Oh, and NPC, the best Silver...
I heard Silver Surfer. What do you need to know about Silver Surfer?
Everything. I need help.
Oh, these people are gonna need so much help.
Yeah, I believe it. Honestly, I kind of like this game for multiple reasons. Like, I think that it's an enjoyable game. Does it have flaws? Oh, it has flaws. Oh, does it have flaws?
Like the entire game, but, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
This game wishes it was an R-Type clone, but we'll get to that stuff when we actually get to the game.
Very true, very true. By the way, I am still making teeny tiny little adjustments to the audio here and there. So if for some reason something sounds really far off, I will try to change it. Don't stress. Just give me a heads up. So, NPC.
Yep.
Have you ever gone surfing?
Nope.
Have you ever painted yourself silver?
Yes.
Okay.
You asked the question. I'm giving a serious answer. Yes, I painted myself silver.
Like your entire self?
Well, here's the story with that. I did a podcast where I played Silver Surfer for it.
Okay.
So I put on this silver suit on, but I didn't want to put it over my head, so I painted my face and neck silver.
Oh, geez. Well, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and that VOD is eternally lost in the ethos of the internet, but I still have that picture.
I was gonna say, if there are pictures, you should send me a little DM. Don't worry, I won't share it with the world.
Oh, it's already out there on Facebook. I just need to look for it.
Facebook? You let it go on Facebook?
Of course I let it go on Facebook.
Oh, man.
I'm not ashamed of the stupidity. Let me see.
Okay, that's good. So this match actually really matters because they need to get at least third place in order to move on in the tournament. Fourth place person is going to get eliminated. So, you know, it's not as stressful as some of the other matches we've had, but still, they want to do well if they want to continue in the tournament. Another advantage as well to taking like first and stuff is that, hey, they won't have to stress nearly as much when it comes to later matches. They can relax a little bit, breathe a little bit more. You know, it'll still be a good push, but it won't be quite as stressful. Do I need to share the picture on stream?
If you want to, you can.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see.
I mean, this was my own stupidity in doing this, so
Okay.
you can share it to the world.
I love it. I love this so much. Let me go ahead and save it real quick. Yeah, everybody. Let me go ahead and present to you somebody who we all know and love, specifically the Silver Surfer. Oh yeah, look at him go. He's silver, he's surfing. I'm not sure you're surfing at all there.
I am not. That was before the broadcast, but yes, that was me.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Now, I know that you've done speedruns of the game. Do you hold one of the best times for one of the categories?
I cannot because I do not have a good mashing finger.
Oh no.
The thing is that the final boss is where you just need to do a quick 2 cycle on him, and because I have a terrible mashing finger, I just don't have that ability. But I can consistently beat the game no problem, and every now and again deathless. So
you can do it deathless?
Yes.
That is nuts. Yeah, at the same time, I know there's been a lot of discussion about turbo with video games, and some people say, mashing is a skill, but I'm not sure it's really a skill that anybody should be required to do too much. Especially because, hey, I've had times where my hands have hurt for weeks. And it's not enjoyable. I don't want people getting hurt because of video games.
Oh, KRZ, there are RNG parts of this game. It is mostly memorization, but it is having to react to some RNG. But well, we will get into that, I'm sure. Or maybe not, depending on how bad this goes.
Maybe. Well, I think that this game is fun, but absolutely brutal. That's my assessment of the Silver Surfer. It's going to be a challenge for them to make progress at all in this game. Honestly, if we see the second level today, I'll be very happy. And I don't mean like 1-2. Like, we'll probably see 1-2.
We'll easily see 1-2. So what did you say would be the second level they would have to play, out of curiosity?
They're starting at the bottom with Reptile and going clockwise.
Okay, that's the smart play right there.
Yeah, it makes it easy for me. I have no idea, about the differences of the levels.
Well, if you went counterclockwise, you would just be... Well, I remember when we'll get into that later. We'll get into so much of this later.
Wow.
There's a lot I can talk about, and I want to save it all.
I feel like you were just about to throw me under the bus there.
Oh, I am about to throw you under the bus, but not right now.
Oh my gosh.
You're getting thrown.
I can't believe it, NPC. I can't not believe you would do something like that. I guess I can. Yeah. Mouse, thank you so much for resubscribing. I know that we've had quite a few. If you are one of those people who wants to support the stream and are able to do so, I don't want people going into debt, but feel free to drop a sub or drop a gift sub. And if you are unable to do that, then just spread the love and let people know that you're about to watch the Silver Surfer, and people get absolutely destroyed by it.
Yeah, I remember when I first started playing Silver Surfer, it was not nice at all.
Oh, no, not at all. I think it's a good game. Aw, thank you, Scotchcraft. You're awesome. Oh, Lupine, you're 39 today? Oh, wait, no, it was... Never mind. Pillar of Salt Shakers, thank you so much. Let's see if we can hear the beautiful music from one of our players today. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I love this music so much.
Let me actually see what I can do here. Okay, that's too much. Okay.
Also, if you look at the credit screen whenever it pops up on somebody's... Oh, wait a sec. You haven't even gotten everybody's stream up. We still have me up there and my Silver Surfer goodness.
Hey, you look good. Okay. I'm working on it, everybody. We're working on it. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay. We're working on it. How about what happens if I do this? Yeah, there we go. We've got the good tunes now. We've got it. I think that is going to be the way that we proceed. And here is Silver Surfer.
Yeah, what I was about to say is that if you look at the credit screen, they put their names in the credits, the people that did the game.
Aww.
So you can see Tim and Jeff Fallen's name in the credits.
Wow, Jeff didn't do so well. Tim did a little bit better. Good job, Tim. Yeah, pretty much everybody knows this game because of the Angry Video Game Nerd, if you ever watched that. Mind you, it does have a lot of swearing, so I wouldn't recommend it for a few people, but for others, yeah, go ahead. Like, honestly, it's worth checking out sometime.
Sorry, I'm just jamming to the music. Who was the one that's doing the audio today?
It is Starman. Starman is doing our audio, and it looks like all the players are ready. Everybody, I need you to spam all of your space-themed emotes right now, because I'm doing the countdown.
Hold on, this is the only opportunity I can do my stinking...
Your Silver Surfer?
My Silver Surfer emotes. They have to be used sometime, Brosensha.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Always Bubsy. There we go. He's surfing. Surfing and turfing. That's what he... I'm going to have to recapture. Silver Surfer's dumb. Okay. As soon as I see movement, and there we go. Pokemon God, the first one into the stage here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Silver Surfer, everybody.
Yep, let's see how fast... Oh, we already have a death.
Well, yeah, it's Silver Surfer. That's what we're going to see most of this time. So, okay, let's talk about sort of the legendary status of this game. This is Silver Surfer for the NES. Why is it on Ku5ogrande?
Because it just does not hold... It just does not know. Nobody... It does not know... It doesn't love anybody, Brosensha. Just one hit kills you, and everything takes a bunch of hits, and you just have to memorize this game in order to beat it, it seems like.
Yeah, that is a pretty good assessment, I'd say, for this game. Honestly, the level of difficulty is just absurd for this game. Absolutely absurd. But, you know, the players are off to a pretty decent start. I imagine we're going to see a lot more death.
Yeah.
And a lot more tears.
Yeah. And if people can get some power-ups, that's helpful, but it's also, you know, surviving to keep said power-ups. Because if you do die, you will lose all your power-ups and start at certain points of the level. That's one good thing about the game, is that it has a bunch of checkpoints, but depending on those checkpoints also depends on what enemies you can kill to get power-ups.
Yep. Honestly, you know, what players will need to learn, which some of the times that we've had this game before on Ku5ogrande, they didn't learn about power-ups or how to control the little orb at the bottom of your surfboard. Why do you have an orb? I don't know, but it's really important.
Yeah, it's basically like an option in Gradius, in that it gives you an extra bullet to shoot out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pew, pew!
But yeah, when you did this in Kuso 2, you started them on Possessor's stage, And bro, if there was a worse stage to start anybody on Silver Surfer, it is Possessor's stage.
It's the worst?
Almost next to Mephisto, yes.
Oh,
because
I should have given them that level then, like for this match. Dang it. Well, this is what...
Let them beat a level, Brossentia, please.
Nah. There we go. We got a game over from Starman Random. That's going to happen to everybody. So one rule that I have is that if people do get a full game over and have to reset the console or whatever, they do not have to go to a level that they've already fully beaten. With that said, we might not see too many level completions in this.
I mean, one of the things that I foresee is that I will foresee somebody beating Reptile stage. Trying to get through any other stage definitely is a task if you don't have power-ups.
Yes.
But right now, the main thing they just need to know is on this 1-1 is the area where enemies just come from behind, which is only one part. But otherwise, you want to stay back and just have enough time to react to what's coming to the right of the screen.
Okay. I'm doing one last chance or check just to make sure everybody is in the right location. If you saw the things popping down on the individual streams, I like to make sure that I don't do stupid stuff, like give out Silver Surfer.
Well, Triss Corp is actually at the boss of the 1-1.
It's pronounced core. The P is silent. Corp? Yeah. You're gonna go to the Army Corps. You don't go to the Army Corps or the Army Corps.
Well then, Okemon God 777 has an option doing really well.
Ah.
Nah, I'm just joking with you.
You know, one of the frustrating things with this game, I think, is knowing what will and won't kill you. Like, that will definitely be...
Basically, the answer to that is if your bullet passes through it, it won't kill you. If it hits something, that will kill you. That is a good baseline.
Oh my gosh, yeah, looking at the gray thing that Mikey was going right over, there's some of those boxes that just have the corners that are solid rather than, having stretches along the top. So it actually looks like you can fly through it. But you can't.
Yeah.
Hey, it looks like Triss is onto a boss. Oh, that's death.
Yeah. There is, what was I going to say in regards to that? Dang it. As far as, it's like saying that you want to keep your power-ups, the main reason is that the Fs that they collect is your increased power-up, but it's only really useful on the 3rd and 4th F because those are the ones that actually double your firepower.
Now, what does F stand for?
Firepower, I guess.
Oh, okay. That sort of makes sense. So let me tell everybody, 1 F, Surfer fires 3 bullets. 2 Fs, Surfer fires 4 bullets. 3 Fs, Surfer fires 4 bullets, and orb bullets have double hit power. And then 4 Fs, Surfer fires 4 bullets with double power, and orb bullets have double hit power. So, everybody Fs in chat to give them more power, I guess. No, we need 4 Fs. 4 Fs.
You need all 4 Fs.
And then after that, you get 4,000 points for every single one that you collect for every F. So, that seems pretty helpful. I wonder, though, if you are able to get extra lives with points. And as a matter of fact, you can.
Yes, you can.
Every 100,000 points, you get an extra life. 100,000?
Yep.
That's a lot. But then again, Triss is already up to 20,000, Maybe it's not a whole lot.
Well, the thing is that if you know how to play the game, you get plenty of extra lives in this game. But when you're trying to learn the game, it just seems like you have no extra lives whatsoever.
Yep. It also says that there's a silver S that you can collect. And collecting the silver S gives you another another life.
Yeah, a red S will give you speed, but just for that level. And I don't know why they thought that was a good mechanic, but
why?
Yeah, it is.
Why have two different S's?
Speed and
Why
silver.
not make it a red F for fast? You know, that way we can tell it
was
apart.
taken for firepower.
Take it for fire. Okay, Q for quick. Oh, by the way, I have stats for the Silver Surfer. Okay, real name, Norman Rad. Occupation, Herald to Galactus. Legal status, citizen of Zenlaw. Former aliases, none. Oh, Norin. Okay, Norin. Sorry, not Norman. Place of birth, planet Zenlaw, Deneb system. I'm having a really hard time reading all of this. Whatever, I can make H's silent whenever I want. Shut up, chat. Oh, stop making fun of me. Okay, known relatives.
We missed one sad thing about Triscorp, who's on 1-2 now.
Okay.
Those flying things, when you destroy them, either they will be fully destroyed or they will stay on screen. When they're still on screen, their hitbox is still active, and Triscorp learned that the hard way.
Oh, there's an F.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is a solid lead here.
Yeah. Usually top-down sections are much easier than the side.
Not all of them. Some of them are really butts.
Yeah, and we're not going to see those.
Anyways, Silver Surfer, known relatives, none. And marital status, single.
So any of you ladies out there.
Oh, yeah. Or gentlemen, or whoever. You know, if you're fine at dating somebody from the periodic table, then go for it, you know? Base of operation is space, Earth. Height 6'4", weight unknown. Eyes white, adjustable in bright starlight. Hair none. Strength level. This is the longest stat. Strength level. The Silver Surfer can augment the strength of his cosmic energy-powered body to a degree that rivals the Hulk's formidable rage-enhanced strength. Hence, the Silver Surfer can endow himself with Class 100 strength, enabling him to lift, press, well over 100 tons. Wow. Yeah, Class 100 strength.
So the trolly thing about that red orb is that all the other orbs gave you power-ups, and that one kills you by shooting out red circled orbs. So you don't want to actually try and destroy that.
Well, that's not good.
No, but you have to learn the hard way, and that's what these players are here for.
Oh, geez. All of the players are struggling, and this is not a surprise. This game is very difficult. With that said, they're still all focusing and trying to get through it. The rough thing about this, though, is that I know people are going to start getting tired due to a lot of the shooting, but at the same time, there are ways to make that easier on yourself. Simply put, the collectibles are going to help. Things die a lot faster when you have the collectibles. Also figuring out how to orient your orb. Yeah, that's a sentence I just said, okay?
How'd you orient your orb?
Down. What? That's a good way to orient the orb. It's very important. If you press B once, the orb shoots to the side. Press B twice, the orb shoots behind you. Press B 3 times, the orb shoots in front of you. That's on the vertical level. On the horizontal one, if you press it once, the orb shoots below you. Twice, behind you. 3 times, it goes back to normal. So B is very important. But I don't really see anybody reorienting the orb. I need to stop saying it's a very difficult sentence to say.
Okay, we're about to see 1-3. And oh man, I am so ready for the troll death.
For Triscor?
Yeah, Triscor. If you want to stay up top, you don't want to stay on the bottom because there's going to be a bunch of fishes.
Nah. Fish.
But you want to. Yeah, you learned the hard way. And good luck beating the rest of this level now.
Are you going to continue? Yep. I think that continuing is a good idea, unless it's going to be absolutely impossible, which, honestly, players need to realize maybe it's better to reset and gather power-ups rather than just try to get through all of this. Get the F? Okay, you got...
No, you don't want to grab the K. Safely grab the F.
Yeah.
You have to safely grab the F.
Yeah, grab it safely. That's what I was saying. I swear.
But the thing about this is that you mainly want to stay up top because the fishes go back and forth down the bottom. And generally at this point, you don't need to grab any power-ups if you already have, like, all your power-ups.
If you don't, though, then be safe. Okay, everybody? Don't let the fish touch you. Don't let anything touch you because you'll die. Oh, it's dinosaur time.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't try to act... How did he dodge that?
Well, I don't know.
Holy crap.
Oh, I hope everybody's having fun. Honestly, this music is what I say makes the game actually worth playing at all. If it didn't have the music, I feel like this would have dropped into obscurity and everybody would have forgotten about it. Because the music is so freaking good.
Yeah, everybody. It's just like, I love Tim Follin so much for this soundtrack. It is just one of my favorite NES soundtracks of all time.
Oh, yeah. Now, this was published by Arcadia Systems, developed by Software Creations. Yeah, we've heard that name here and there, and I'm going to go ahead and say everywhere. I mean, they worked on one of the Disney's Beauty and the Beast games. What happened?
No, you said here, there, and everywhere, so it was just a Beatles reference that made me smile.
Yeah, I don't really care for that song, but it's okay.
But Triscor is definitely pounding on the boss right now.
Yeah. I'm sorry, NPC, I just ragged on the Beatles. I'm usually here. Oh, and the device Pierce has been surrendered. The device piece, not Pierce. Look at that flex. Also, very detailed sprite is what I'd say.
Triscor is doing amazing.
Yeah, this is actually really surprising.
I feel sorry for everybody else who's still stuck on 1-1.
I don't. Because I fully expected people to be stuck for quite a while. But yeah, this company also made Blaster Master 2, which we know is the best sequel to any video game ever.
They also Back to the Future 2 and 3?
I think they did. Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking. They made Star Paws. That sounds fun. Might be how about Puzznic? Yeah. On the Amiga, Atari, and Commodore 64. Pictionary, they did Pictionary. Solstice. The New Zealand Story. A Treasure Master. Like, Wolverine, we've had quite a few of their games recently, actually. Bionic Commando for various systems. Not NES, but some of the other ports. But yeah,
you're basically just going over Tim Follin's discography right now.
Well, it's like, here's the deal. If you're getting paid, you might as well make the best music ever, okay, Tim? It doesn't have to be the best game, but people will remember the game because of the music.
And that's pretty much what he was famous for. He made a bunch of music, and that's what everybody remembers him for.
Actually, let me take a look and see if that was DOS Bionic Commando, because if so...
It was not the NES one, I definitely know that.
Oh my gosh. Pew 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 pew. Yeah,
I'm just jamming.
From what I can see, they may have done the DOS version. Like, Capcom gets the credits, but they may have worked on it. I don't know.
Yeah, Fallen, I mean, people generally think of Fallen for his NES work, but he's done a ton of stuff on, like, Amiga, Commodore 64, and he just consistently made awesome music around the board on all different systems.
Absolutely. I mean,
even the ZX Spectrum, he made some killer music.
Well, the thing is, with like Commodore 64 and ZX Spectrum, Amiga, a lot of those other consoles that weren't quite as popular over here in the US, like it took a lot of work to make them sound good, but they sounded great when done right. Like, definitely better than the NES. And yeah, he was the pro. Absolutely.
There is actually a video online that basically dug into all the work Tim Fallen did in making some of the music. And it's a very interesting watch, I would say.
I've been playing around, by the way, with some Commodore 64 style music. And it is really difficult to get the settings just right to make it sound the way that you imagine in your head. It's very easy to make it sound like crap. Like, really easy. Oh.
So now we're coming up on 2-2 on Fire Lord, and now we're going to get started on some RNG troll goodness.
What the hey, one of the people who worked on this, by the way, worked on Doom 2019.
Interesting.
Oh,
and
no,
the
Doom
RNG
3,
goodness.
never mind. I'm confused.
Yep, so while it was said that 100% of this game is memorization, all those pumpkins come out at random times, so you can't actually predict when they come out. But if you just hug the front of the screen, they will never hit you. But of course, the players don't know that, so they just get to, be ignorant of that fact.
Oh yeah, hey, Mickey is through a section, moving into second place, gonna be moving to the overhead, or as the manual says, the vertical section. Yeah.
Yeah, and generally, Reptile Stage is the easiest out of all these to learn. It's just this game is so unfair in how much damage everything takes that you need all your power-ups just so you can kill things.
Everything takes so many hits, though. Like, everything in this game. It's not just going to be one hit, like 2, 3, 4 hits in order to get through these enemies. Like, you need the power-ups. Absolutely. You don't have the power-ups, you're going to get killed by a pumpkin. Like, that pumpkin died on the spike there.
Yeah. Sorry, pumpkin.
Oh! The homing pumpkins! They got him!
Yeah. Poor homing pumpkins.
Well, Pokemon God is fighting the rubber ducky. She's doing a pretty good job at figuring this out. I know that Pokemon God is sometimes a little bit slow starting out, but then powers through later on. I'm trying to think. Pokemon God is actually a really big fan of PlayStation and N64 games, and has actually been combing through a lot of those lately. So, going back to the NES, it may be a little bit difficult for her, but at the same time, all of these players got second place in their first match. They're not in the lowest bracket. They're I don't want to say scrubs, because I'm a scrub. I usually take fourth. I'm not going to call myself a scrub.
Well, you got that first in Wait and See.
Well, that's because it's bootleg. Look, I can play bootlegs. I can't play real games. Oh, I mean, yeah, let me go ahead and put that on my resume. Yes. Very good at bootleg stuff. Yeah, that'll probably get the police called on me, okay?
No calling the police on Brossentia.
Especially about wait and see. I mean, like, if I start, like, catching the house on fire, you can call the police. I give you permission, okay? But... yeah.
You might just let Justin know, because I can't help you from here.
Thank you, Dr. Dickens. Well, all of the players are making some pretty good progress. Mickey, though, appears to be back to 1-1. I believe that's because of a full game over. Which, honestly, once you know a lot of the patterns of the enemies, a lot of this game does require memorization, as well as reacting to the small bits of RNG. I think Mickey's going to be able to get through this stage just fine again. And Pokemon got on to the boss. Boss number 1. Oh, the dodges. Like, it's...
yeah.
Sorry.
One of the pluses is that you can actually destroy the bullets, so...
yeah, that is extremely helpful. But still, so many clutch moments in this. It's killing me. Oh, and the boss goes down. I think Pokemon God is dead.
Just... oh, no!
Oh, no. Well. But that still puts her in a solid third.
Third, yeah.
Yeah, Starman needs to get hustling and bustling. But yeah, this game is mean.
But if you think this game is mean, then you should try second and third quest of this game.
There's a third quest? I knew there was a second one.
Oh yeah, there's a third quest. There's a second and third quest. Basically, it just means that all the enemies have more hit points.
Really? That's
it? Trust me, if you can imagine how bad mashing is and trying to beat this game, imagine trying to do it on second quest, imagine even harder on third quest.
Yeah, no thanks, I like my hands. I really enjoy being able to type and do things. Sorry,
yeah.
Go ahead, what were you saying?
No, I have not beaten either a second or third quest, but I have resolved that if I did, it would have to be with a turbo controller, because I treasure having fingers.
I think that's fine. Honestly, a lot of modern games are doing a lot better with that, where, you know, if there is mashing, you have options to make it... I'm not going to say easier on yourself, but kinder to your hands. Because, you know, games can still be extremely difficult even with the turbo fire. I mean, how many games on the NES actually had auto fire? A lot of them. Why not put it in there? Or at least have upgrades that give you auto fire, you know, so that you don't have to spend the entire game crying, you know, sitting at home crying at night. I don't want to do that. Okay, Triscor is getting through some of this mansion.
Yeah, he needs to pull back because there's going to be a bunch of pumpkins just flying in his face.
Yeah.
And here comes the pumpkins. If you don't even have any power-ups, then they just will destroy you. I always wondered why in, like, space travel there's killer pumpkins. I mean, can you answer that
why
question?
Not? I mean, what planet is this that they're on? Who's the villain?
Well, in this case it's Fire Lord, but...
Okay, let me see if I can find Fire Lord's profile.
Okay, now, I have some terrible news for Triscor. Oh, no. Well, now it's definitely terrible. You don't want to lose your power-ups for this, because you have to fight a ton of enemies.
Wait, can you shoot your power-up?
What do you mean, shoot your power-up?
I saw the power-up on the screen for Triscor disappear.
Oh, no. They can just, go away after a certain amount of time.
Oh.
No, that would be incredibly cruel.
Well, yeah, I thought that this game was incredibly cruel for a second,
If Triscore makes this look easy when I struggled so hard, I will be very upset. Because I had so much trouble trying to beat Fire Lord. And he is just surviving where I guess just because I struggle with mashing.
I love that the manual actually says it's better to play Reptile or Mephisto before confronting the Fire Lord. Is there any reason for that?
No, there isn't actually. And Mephisto is stupid hard, so...
Hey, Triscore has gotten through!
Triscore is making me look bad.
No, just wait.
Oh yeah, Possessor's next. I believe. Yep, Possessor's next. Yeah.
And this one is trivial, right?
Not even.
Oh, okay. Oh,
This
the
was the
spinning
one-
heads! Watch out! Watch out! Oh, they're gonna get you! Ah ha ha! Good dodges. Good dodges. Yeah, this is what we started with during the first time we had this game, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we saw past the second part of this stage.
No, you did not. It's like you saw 3-2,
Wasn't
but
that-
you didn't see past that.
Yeah, wasn't that also a 2-hour match?
I don't think it was 2 hour. It definitely wasn't 2 hour because that would just incredibly be cruel.
Let me take a look. Let me take a look, NPC. Going back in time. Silver Surfer. Yeah, I don't think. It definitely wasn't a 2-hour match. Okay.
Oh, Pokemon's actually quite into level 1 too.
Yeah,
But
I
that
think
was his
Pokemon
last
God
man.
may have moved into second place there. Is this my game? Sure. Yeah, it is. I chose this. Because I'm a demon.
Yeah, and I'm just here because I have so much love and affection for this game.
I do too. It's just, the affection is very different.
Yeah, well, you haven't played this over and over and over again, like I have.
I mean, not quite as much as you. Yeah, you're right. I think I'll go ahead and skip that.
One thing Triscore needs to do is to use the orb and position it to go down, because they just do not realize that it goes many different directions.
Hey, Triscore has put the orb to shoot backwards once. I think that was on accident, though.
I mean, with the way everybody else is doing, I can't imagine people getting up to Triscore, but Triscore is just astounding me by their awesome gameplay right now.
Hey, there we go. Triscore was using the shoot down system right there for a little bit. So it's happening. It's happening, NPC.
I just religiously did that, so...
Honestly, I feel like having a different direction really helps, but these heads take so many shots. You kind of need all the firepower forward in order to plow through them. Hey, Starman is on to part 2. We get different music, everybody. Well, not for long. That's a game over.
You made everybody so happy you were getting new music, and then you had to just do that. Well, at least he
no.
continued.
He continued. We still get the music. Heck yeah. Triscore is getting
Triscore.
really close to the extra life, and is... What? Section 1 is down already? This is ridiculous. How do
Triscore
we
is a
have
god
a
right
deity
now.
here? Yeah. I mean, the Silver Surfer is pretty powerful.
I mean, you read that in the manual.
Yeah, something about he's 100 strength?
And yet he gets killed by just one little touch.
Like, he is so weak. in this game. One little touch, if he touches a wall. Can you imagine being so weak that you touch a wall and you die? I mean, I can understand licking a wall, maybe doing that, but touching it? No.
Yeah, so there are some kind of like little trolls in placements of eyes just coming out of nowhere. And yeah, Triscore is about to find that out with the direction he went.
Oh no, how do you get through this? Oh, go, go! Oh, the eyes, the eyes, the eyes! Ah, I can't breathe.
There. Jeez, this is making me look pathetic. All the amount of work I have spent on this game, and Triscore is just, plowing through it. To be fair, though, when you have all the power-ups, it makes the game 100 times easier.
But if you die, you lose them. So the biggest thing here is that now that Triscore is making solid progress, just do not die, and you may have a chance. Oh yeah, Starman is fully game over. That's okay. Starman knows how to get through the first stage. I think that, he's going to be able to do it relatively quickly and get caught back up. What? Triscore got through that? NPC.
I don't know what to say, really. I'm just astounded. Now, this is... Oh, no, I take that back. So, yeah, this boss isn't too hard.
I love all the heads on the ground.
Well, I guess they're trophies of the Possessor.
I mean...
You're allowed to have trophies, aren't you?
I guess that makes sense, yeah. You're allowed to have trophies.
Okay, wait for the big guy to come barely... Oh, got it. Oh, jeez. Triscore just making this look like nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spam a bunch of Silver Surfer flex specifically for Triscore. But surely somebody else should be able to get through to at least 1-3. I'm pretty confident we're gonna see that.
Okay, I'm just letting people know, hypothetically, if they do make it and beat all the stages, then they'll want to go and beat all the stages in one attempt. Because that essentially is how you beat the game, right?
What?
Beating them all without getting a full game over, right?
Yeah.
However, considering that there's only one person who appears to sort of be heading in that direction, I have a feeling we're not really gonna have to have much struggle. I
keep shooting the orb that kills you. Stop shooting the orb that kills you.
Why? That's what you're supposed to do. Kill it before it kills you, NPC. It's
impossible to kill the orb.
Well, apparently it's not, is it?
Well, the thing is, I generally don't waste a bomb there because I like keeping all my bombs.
I really like the frogs in this level, by the way. They're deadly, but they're cute. Okay, Triscore on to 4... Whatever
Emperor
this is. 4-2.
This is 4-1.
4-1.
This is probably another one of the easier side-scrolling areas. Nothing too complicated, just shooting a bunch of stuff, and no crazy surprises to really get you.
I'm going to go ahead and bet, here's my bet here, is that Triscore has probably played a lot of shoot-'em-ups before. That's going to be my bet, because honestly, having a wide knowledge of how shoot 'em ups work, that is definitely helpful here. Also, just being familiar with old school games, a lot of the enemies move in patterns that you would expect to see in older types of shoot 'em up. So it's like, if you know that much, it does give you an advantage here. But this is also ridiculous.
It's Silver Surfer for you. This game loves nobody.
Must have been love.
But it's over now. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta get my... Is that 80s or 90s? I can't remember.
That's definitely one of those decades. I'm gonna say 80s. Must have been love, but it's over now.
Yeah, I'm just astonished by Trizcore. Because I just stare and I'm like, how far are you going to get into this game? How are you going to make me look more like a scrub?
Well, you know, Pokemon God made a good push through that section, took a death there. Mickey killing the sea turtles. Don't kill the sea turtles, okay? What did they ever do to you?
You have to kill the sea turtles.
That is, I feel like the real Silver Surfer would be very upset. This guy's a faker. Absolutely a faker. Oh, but Mickey is on to the boss here. Oh. Seriously, I mean, would you kill a sea turtle if it was about saving the universe?
Yes, because you have to save the universe.
Okay.
But at least Mickey moves into second place, getting into 1-3. They just need to save all of their power-ups and try not to die. And they're hugging the left side of the screen, so I worry so much right now. Because he's about to get bodied. And there's the body.
There's the death.
Wait a sec. Why is Trizcore is already a Mephisto? Frig. In this, you know, if you're trying to do the safer speed run, you start with Mephisto, and you can just camp up in the top right and not hit anything for like 40 seconds. It's like really easy to do. Oh, is Corndan around?
Hey.
I needed to jump off, and because I actually had some previous engagement.
What?
But Bro said Silver Surfer, and I needed to come and try to at least say something.
Fine. Well, all right, go ahead, NPC. Thank you so much for stopping on by. We will see you later. Have fun.
Thank you so much, and you all keep enjoying Silver Surfer.
Oh, yeah. Hello there, Corndan. Hello there, Corndan. Well.
Hello.
Okay, there we go. Hi. Welcome. I am having a blast with this match. This game is so hard, but Mickey is on to the boss of the first level, so we're possibly going to see a good amount of progress here.
I hope so. I mean, I think it's safe to say at this point in time that it looks like Trizcore is probably going to take the victory here.
Probably, yeah.
I'd be a little surprised if, you know, otherwise. So we'll see how the rest of it goes. I've been trying to watch the match. It's been real good.
I agree. Pokemon God, by the way, just said in Discord that Silver Surfer is a game that kicks you while you're down. and that's really true because you lose power-ups and just suffer because of it. But she also says it's very close to being a pretty fun and cool game, to be honest.
I really agree with that.
Yeah.
That this is a game I think is for me anyway, a pretty good example of what a good Ku5ogrande game is. It could have been a really, really good game. It's got pretty good graphics for the NES. It's got really good music. And it's hard as heck, and it's like brutal. It hates you. It hates everybody. It hates everything that you have ever loved. And
I hate this ghost house. There's so many ghosts. How do you even kill a ghost?
You shoot it a lot with whatever the heck that orb is from Silver Surfer.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I love it. Silver Surfer, he's got a lot of strength, but they're like, nah, for this mission, you need a gun.
Yeah, I mean, because that's just how it goes, right? You can't kill ghosts by punching them. We all know that.
I mean, it depends on the ghost. I feel like melee might work for some ghosts.
Have you ever punched a ghost and Charlie Brown with a sheet on his head doesn't count?
I don't think I've no, wait, never mind. I've never punched anybody in a sheet. No.
Well,
I've never even seen a ghost, okay? I did have somebody think I was possessed one time. Well, because I was talking in my sleep.
So what were you talking about?
Well, they actually said that I was swearing a whole bunch and like cursing people in the house. I think they were just paranoid because, I don't know, he was kind of a stupid guy.
What you're saying is it wouldn't have been out of character.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I had a dream that I was a demon and, you know, just talked out loud about that. Could happen.
And also, all right, I'd give you that. So I find it interesting here. Triscore is really having trouble with this Mephisto Section 1. There's just so much going on.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So you have to avoid the ghosts and have to avoid whatever those blue things are. Right, and he's just having a rough go of it.
I don't know what those are. Those aren't ghosts.
Right, they're not ghosts. I don't know what they are. Bugs, maybe?
Ghosty bugs. By the way, I do not talk in my sleep anymore because I have to put on
hard to talk. I was gonna say it's hard to talk in your sleep when you got a CPAP on your face.
Yeah, I hate the word CPAP. I hate it, Cordan. It makes me sound like I'm in my 70s. Oh, Cordan, can you bring me my CPAP?
Oh, you know, I mean, if that's what it takes.
Yeah, but I sleep now, so that's good.
And you're not, you know, possessed in your sleep. So I see your Pokemon God is at a big giant turtle.
The turtle's dead. Pokemon God moving on to the next area, which is important because right now Pokemon God Mickey, McMike, and Starman are fighting to stay out of 4th place. You have to make progress if you want to stay in the tournament here.
Right, and they're all basically at the same location here where we're all fighting Reptar. Well, reptile, whatever. I don't know. Looks
why
like
does it have a little baby on its back?
Because it's Take Your Child to Work Day.
I feel like this would probably not be the occupation that you take your child to work, you know?
How are you going to teach your kid to go take over the universe if you don't show them the ropes?
Hey, Mickey is through.
Mickey is through. That is awesome.
And Triscore is through a stupid ghosty room as well. By the way, I am actually pretty impressed with how things are going right now. Yeah, Pokemon God did get another game over, but if she continues, that's not going to hurt too much. I can't recall if Starman has actually made it to the boss here.
It looks like it's 1-3, so I think if they haven't made it to the boss, they will be very soon.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Pokemon God! You have no power-ups and you're dead!
Yeah, that went real fast. So, I mean, Starman there just made it to Reptile.
Yeah. Oh, look at the hands. They just pop out and drop an orb at you on Triscor's screen. I love it. Oh. Okay, I'm a huge fan of this level.
It is a good level. So
Okay.
one of the things, I don't know if you guys talked about it, you in NPC, one of the challenging things I always found on these kind of vertical levels, and you
Yes.
can kind of see it on Mickey McMike's side, right, is that some of these things are basically below you.
Yes, and some of them you
and
can run
some
into.
of them are walls, and there's no good way in this game to differentiate which one is which.
Yeah,
right? The
NPC
fire
said the
levels-
best way is to shoot, and if it goes through the wall, then you're good. But at the same
Yeah.
time, if you're flying above it and you need to go backwards, you can't shoot backwards here.
Right. And so I know when I've played this game, that's where I've really struggled, is in these vertical sections.
Pokemon God is landing a few hits on Reptar. Yeah, shooting that little dangle
See, even you're
dinosaur
doing it.
nose. Yeah.
Right?
And
Like, I just want
through.
to call him Reptar.
Pokemon God is officially in 3rd place right now. Oh! Starman tried to use some pause strats, but that did not work. Honestly, pause buffering through some of these sections is not a bad idea. I think it could be worth doing. Especially if it's consistent progress rather than no progress.
Yeah, I think it would probably work in some of the vertical sections, right? Especially where you don't know what's safe, right? I don't know how well it would work for like Triscor's on, Mephisto as a boss, right?
I love the
That there's
sprite
just
at
so
the
much
bottom
going
right,
on.
by the way. My name's Mephisto. I'm gonna fight you.
Looks like an angry, like, doofus Sabretooth.
Well, it's like the classic villain of the 80s. That's what it looks like, you know?
Yeah, kinda. I would agree with that.
Oh, Triscor hits! Ow!
Mephisto is real tough because he just throws all that stuff out. If you don't manage the little bitty guys, right, like throwing stuff, right, they throw everything everywhere. Everything's one-hit kill. This is a real tough spot, especially to have no options and no firepower.
Yeah.
Right, so this is probably, and
Oh,
he keeps and he's shooting that firepower early so that by the time he can get to it, that it goes away. So you
Yeah,
have to be
that's
real tough to manage these little guys here. Otherwise, you're gonna have nowhere to go. Right?
because you have a limited number of shots on screen as well. Like it's
Yeah.
yeah, you definitely want the firepower up so that you can have more shots. By the way, Pokemon God and Mickey are fighting for 2nd place right now. One of them will likely get 2nd, 1/3. Starman can get back into this if Reptar dies. Oh my gosh, the fish!
The Reptar fight's a little bit easier to deal with because you technically really only have to dip in the water when he's shooting.
Yep.
Right, so you can avoid most of the fish.
Oh, what a
That's
video
not
game.
what our runners are doing or have been doing, but you can avoid most of that and basically just dip down to avoid the shots that the reptile fires at you.
Hey, Triscor is through the level.
I mean, that's been all cleared. I think we're just going to go around. At this point in time, there's absolutely no way that anybody can beat Triscor. Even with perfect play, there's no way you can finish the game in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I would agree there. With that said, we'll go ahead and keep Triscor up because I want to see what he is able to do, how far he's able to go. Starman actually has a pretty good chance of killing the dinosaur this time. I think Starman understands where you got to move and what you got to do. You know, dip in the water with the... Yeah, I think either this attempt or the next one, Starman's got it.
Yeah, and especially if you go real high then real low, right? It gives you a lot of room, you know, like safe room to operate as Reptile fires real high and then real low. And so you can kind of always keep most of the middle clear.
Oh, yeah. No! Oh, got a little bit greedy there. See, I hope that is not a full game over. No! Starman.
Oh, that pretty well, I think, cements. Is gonna cement Starman in, just from the.
Oh, that is so sad, everybody. I think there would technically be enough time to get caught back up. Like, honestly, the biggest thing is not dying. If you can get through these stages and not die, there's definitely enough time to get there.
Yes.
Yeah, so Triscor, well, what I told them to do is that if they did manage to beat all of the levels, then they should go and try to beat all of the levels in one go. Mind you, I didn't expect anybody to make it as far as Triscor did. Ah!
Well, you know, I mean, sometimes, and I love those sort of matches on Ku5ogrande where you're basically pleasantly surprised, like, oh, I didn't think anybody would do this because, you know, everybody has problems with it, and then somebody inevitably is going to come out and surprise you, and it's never, you know, usually you think like, oh yeah, Proton John will do it, or some, you know, and it's always the people you're like, you know, where I don't know them as well, or I'm always pleasantly surprised by our runners. And that, oh yeah, we got all this covered, and somebody always is going to be surprising. That's great.
Yeah, Cadis is asking if the pumpkin impaled itself on a stalactite,
Like it.
And yes, for sure. Now, Kate has actually pointed something out that I think is really important, and this is the idea of mitigation, specifically when enemies appear, trying to keep the screen clear, especially with any of the projectiles or the things that are most dangerous, you know. Having some of that crowd control so that you don't get hit is extremely important in this match. And,
or the awareness, too, to know which things are... You have to worry about which things you don't.
Yep. Yeah, like Mickey just went under those pumpkins. Guess what? If you can fly under a pumpkin, it's not gonna kill you. Oh my gosh, I remember when I was a kid, we had this giant jack-o'-lantern, and some people came and attempted to steal it, but they couldn't carry it all the way, and they ended up just finally giving up and smashing it on the side of the road. So I just love the idea of stealing a pumpkin and then not being able to do much with it because it's too heavy.
Well, and when you grab it, what are you going to do with it?
I don't know. Put it in front of your house, take it to go shooting. Like, if it exists, it's probably been shot here in Utah, you know?
That's fair.
That's fair. Okay.
I mean,
It's
Utah.
Utah.
Clearly, Utah fact number whatever.
Yeah.
People don't know what to do with pumpkins.
It's true. I would really like to learn how to carve pumpkins well, but I'm really not great at it, you know? It's always going to have flaws that I look at, and I'm like, I wish somebody else would have done this, because then I could have pointed out their flaws. But we do have somebody in town who is widely known for his pumpkins. And I actually, the roommate that we have here named Tim, his father actually got one of the pumpkins into a video game. One of the pumpkins that he carved. Yeah. I think the new Friday the 13th game, his pumpkin's in there.
That's fancy.
Yeah. It's cool. Like, it wasn't really a good game, but it's cool that he got a pumpkin in there, you know?
Yep. I mean, I've never had a pumpkin in a game.
Same. Through Section 1, Starman, moving on to Section 2. Like, there might not be a chance at this point due to the number of deaths, but still, I say never give up until the very end. If you even take a little bit of time to sit back and think, you know, there's no chance I can get back there, then that could put you back. At the same time, taking a little bit of a breather to gather yourself up, that is completely fine. But don't pause because you think there's no hope. Pause because you're exhausted. And you need to breathe.
Yeah, and you know what I've noticed, like the struggle for me watching Starman is Starman had, you know, you get fully loaded and just hasn't been catching on. Like, what do you need to avoid?
Yeah, but to be fair, this is how I play Silver Surfer.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like Starman is doing better than I have ever done. It's a very difficult game.
Oh, it's so hard. I liken it actually in a lot of ways, right? A lot of the things going on to kind of like Back to the Future.
Okay.
And the, like, how do you avoid, like, the Sheila and the bees, right? And there's specific strategies that, you know, if you hang to the right when the bees fly and they go off screen, and then who cares? So I think a lot of the sort of things that are going on here, right, with some of the enemies here, right, like the level Starman's on, if you stay a little bit more to the left, right, the guys that come down from the top and wiggle around, they just avoid you.
You know what? What I take away from this conversation is you saying that Back to the Future is a shoot 'em up.
Well, I mean, it basically is.
I mean, technically it kind of is, yeah.
I mean, whether or not it's actually classified that way, right? Like,
I'm classifying
really
it.
But it is totally a vertical.
It
is totally a vertical auto scroller where you shoot things.
It's a shoot 'em up. That's my opinion. Yeah. Well, everybody, we are at the end. That is time. Our players are free. They no longer have to cry at night. I mean, they're welcome to if they really want to. A little bit because of this.
That's fair. I actually like this game. It's just not good.
Yeah, it's definitely not the best, but holy cow, this was a joy to watch. I always love Silver Surfer, though. I'm a huge fan of seeing how people do when confronted with the giant wall that is this difficult game. Tiscore takes the victory today. As for second and third, I have a bit of a hard time saying, but it looks like Kate is calling Mickey as second and Pokemon God as third. All three of those players are moving on. Starman, unfortunately, is eliminated from the tournament. But you know what? It happens to everybody except one person at some point or another.
I see Triscord complaining in Discord about their hand. Because there's no turbo, you have to mash every single one of those.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I completely understand that. Like, to be able to get through all of that, honestly, I was hoping that one of them would ask a little bit about turbo, because if they had all agreed to use it, I feel like that would have been something that we could have allowed them to do. Also, why is this to something? Oh my gosh, I hate YouTube now. Corndan, every time it's just like, hey, let's leave your playlist and go do something else.
So what is it this time? Is it Quick Man?
No, it's playing the password screen for Mega Man 3.
Well, that's at least a good song. I mean, it might not be the right song, but it's a good song.
I guess it really just wants to play Mega Man 3 today. Thank you, YouTube. Well, I'm waiting to see if Triscore will come and join us. That would be cool to get the conversation over here. But yeah, Corndan, I'm actually really happy with how the players did. I know that Starman struggled, but again, that's sort of how I would be playing this game because I struggle a lot with shoot 'em ups. They're not my favorite game in the world. I love this game though. It's amazing. It's just really, really difficult. All the other players just blew me away.
I love shoot 'em ups.
Really?
I'm not necessarily good at shoot 'em ups, but I absolutely love them. Like I would be like general medium at shoot 'em ups, and I struggle with this game a lot.
General medium.
Well, yeah. I'm not super great. I'm not awful.
Okay.
You know, like straight up middle of the road. Right? I mean, I can play that. Like I can play Ku5ogrande.
I don't know what that is.
It's a bullet hell game, basically.
Is it hard?
It's very hard.
Okay, I won't play that.
It's not like the most difficult, like, you know, Japanese shoot 'em up, but it's real difficult. It's real good, and I highly recommend people go play it. But it's bad, or you know, like if you're not good at shoot 'em ups, you're not gonna have a good time.
Oh, well, okay, that's good to know. Here's the deal. I kind of like shoot 'em ups. I'm not necessarily good at them. There are a few that I've gotten really good at. I'm thinking the game on PlayStation 3, Everyday Shooter, I played that to pieces. I love that. It's one of my favorite PlayStation 3 games, and I actually found that it's on Steam. I want to go play it right now, but instead we're doing Ku5ogrande. I can't go play it, Corndan. I can't.
I've been playing a lot of Raiden 5 lately because it was in Humble Bundle a month or two back, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, is it anime? Is there anime
5?
stuff
Yeah,
in it?
kinda.
I don't want to play it then. I'll play Everyday Shooter. Hello there, Triscore. Welcome! And congratulations on your victory today. You're muted. I cannot hear you, just so you know. Well, I mean, that's okay. Maybe we just have a corpse that we're dealing with right now, Corndan.
Well, I mean, probably from all the mashing.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That was definitely a lot of mashing. Hopefully you're able to... Oh, there we go. I don't see you're muted. Hello there, Tris. Hello? Oh, yeah, not muted, but it turns out that a corpse still can't speak when you have the microphone on. Well, with that said, if you are able to talk at all, just go ahead and interrupt me. Feel free. Or don't. That's also fine. Seriously, though, I'm very happy with how you did. Honestly, you blew everybody out of the water. I have no idea how you did that. Unless you have played a lot of shoot 'em ups in your day. Because this is not a trivial game, but you still beat every single level.
Pretty awesome.
So good job. Good job. I hope that in the afterlife, you're able to hold this accomplishment up over your head. You know, and be like, look what I did. I beat all of the levels in Silver Surfer. Still not getting audio.
Not one bit.
Oh my gosh, still. This has been a fun interview, okay? One of my favorite interviews
That's the best.
to date.
I will throw in, before we move on to the next game, a reminder for those who have been thinking about it of getting in submissions for Don't Make Us Bored. Starting on Tuesday, right, where we show all this off. So we really want to see whatever you guys have to show us.
Yes. By the way, we do have about 2.5 hours of a show right now planned for Tuesday night. We'll be doing it regularly, so feel free to come hop on by if you would like. Yeah. And submit if you would like. Triscor, are you there? I see you unmuted now. Nope. Well, this has been an interview. It's okay, you know, we'll go ahead and check it out back, make sure no holes have been dug behind the house. Other than that, we do need to move on. Corn Dad, thank you so much. Triscor, if we do manage to hear you in just a little bit, we'll go ahead and still talk to you some, but I'm gonna let you both go if you want. Take care, Corn Dad. We're gonna run to an ad right now. Be back in about 60 seconds. And why? Why, YouTube? Why are you so dumb? Okay, everybody, yell at YouTube for me, okay? If you can. Por favor. No, I don't want this sad song. I want something exciting. There we go. Pokemon Dungeon, that's right. Mysteries. You know what? I should actually be getting ready for the next match instead of trying to get music that works, but whatever. Whatever, we're doing it.